Hi Aquarius, thank you for joining me for your May 2017 forecast for the month. And thank you for subscribing to this channel and for following me on Instagram and for liking my Facebook page. I really appreciate your support. So let's start the top of the month in a Mercury retrograde. So we just have 3 days where we have to get through the top of May. And of course I'm recording these the day Mercury went retrograde. So a little tongue-tied today, as that's my ruling planet. Words aren't trickling effortlessly off of my tongue as they usually do. But let's see how it goes. On the 3rd, Mercury goes direct at 24 degrees of Aries in your 3rd house. So Aquarius, you've been impacted strongly in the retrograde because Mercury ruling naturally the 3rd house of communications and being retrograde in that sector really makes the Aquarian tongue-tied. But more importantly, you're not understanding things, messages as they are being delivered. So the reception of information is off. So we need Mercury direct right quick at the top of the month, and he'll be going direct on the 3rd, which would give you time through the 15th of May to catch up on writing, public speaking, local travel, relationships with siblings, neighborhood energy, the 3rd house, the vehicle. Some Aquarians had car issues in the retrograde because it impacted the 3rd house of the vehicle. So, and I'm feeling I might get the Chariot in the Tarot. The first 3 months of May might actually see you have car issues. That's what I'm getting drawn to discuss. Set some time to get to work and places that require your attendance and responsibilities. I feel like when Mercury's moving forward in that sector from the 3rd to the 15th, you could actually consider purchasing a new vehicle or have a new mode of transportation come into your life at that time. On the 10th, we have our full moon at 20 degrees of Scorpio. And this is in the career sector. So there is an illumination for Aquarius next to the midheaven, the highest career potential and status. The full moon does bring an illumination and a closure, an ending. It's the fullest amount of the moon while it waxes to full and then begins to wane from the 11th on. So something needs to be seen in career for Aquarius, and it could have to do with the authority or your boss figure themselves if you're working for someone else. It could also mean that some Aquarians are putting an end to being their own boss. The 10th house of leadership has this awareness, so it could apply very differently to each Aquarius. And please watch your sun sign, your ascendant, which is your rising sign, and your moon sign for a full scope. On the 15th, Mercury then transits out of Aries into the sign of Taurus, and he'll be there through June 6th. Now this makes Aquarius really want to remain in the home front. The 4th house of foundation, home, motherhood, stability, grounding. Where do you feel rooted? Mercury is here through June 6th. You could be entertaining a lot at home, Aquarius. You could be receiving a lot of communication, messages, all Mercury in the 4th house of home. Communicating with the mother is important at that time as well. Now between the 10th and the 14th, there's a beautiful aspect between Mars and Jupiter. Mars being in the sign of Gemini, which always works for you, that will trine your energy, whatever placements you have in Aquarius. Gemini is a sister, brother, air sign. So Gemini and Mars trining Libra, Jupiter in Libra. This is a beautiful aspect between the 5th house of children and romance and the 9th house of foreign travel and higher education, certification. Some of you Aquarians are traveling out of the country with romantic significant others or someone you're dating. The 5th house is more lighthearted than marriage, but it is your true love sector. So whoever you are loving, there's the potential here for travel, the inspiration, which is Mars, in the 5th house, maybe traveling with the children too, outside of the country or in a foreign location, someplace you've never been. However it applies, circle the 10th through the 14th. This is a beautiful energy, and the Mars Jupiter trine is rare. So let's see how that applies for Aquarian. It could be new love. It could be a romantic interest. This month is very happy for love and Aquarians. Your 5th house is lit up, and your love planet, the Sun, enters this 5th house, Gemini, on the 20th, conjunct Mars. That's some fabulous energy. So if Aquarius is trying to hook up and doesn't seem to find the right partner, this is the month. Just be out, be out and be seen, be a little sociable. That always helps. On the 19th, Saturn, who's stationed in Sagittarius, is also trining this aspect to Uranus in Aries. There's an exact trine on the 19th at 26 degrees, and this will impact your communication with friends and where you are social, your clubs, groups, and organizations that you're affiliated with. Go through some kind of analysis here, but it's a smooth one because a trine is harmonious, but there could be maybe an uncomfortable or shocking adjustment at first. Has to do with the neighborhood you're in, the clubs in that neighborhood, your friendships, and maybe your relationship with siblings is coming through here. Something that feels shocking and then it's smoothed over, applying very differently to all the millions of Aquarians out there. Again, I am interpreting planetary energy, and the 11th and 3rd house are impacted on the 19th. So that day is about communication, receiving a message from a friend, maybe a shocking message on the 19th from a friend, but ultimately smooth after it's startling, maybe unexpected message from a friend that you receive around that time. Let me know how it applies. Leave a comment down below. Now on the 20th, your love planet, the Sun, enters Gemini, conjunct Mars in the 5th house. This is excellent for romance. For those unattached Aquarians, this is your month to meet something pretty spectacular, loving, passionate, because the 5th house is passion, and Mars is the planet that governs passionate energy. So to have the passionate planet in your passionate sector, ding, 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 this is a win-win. Now, yes, on the 25th, the new moon, 5 days later, at 4 degrees of Gemini, is our new moon in the 5th. Effortless connection on the 20th with meeting someone. And then by the 25th, you can even have a new relationship. This is hot because the new moon, this could be a pregnancy for those of you trying and are able, obviously, if you're in the right age bracket. New moon on the 25th could be the announcement of a new baby arrival, the 5th house of children. It could be the seed planted around that day. And isn't the 25th World Tarot Day? I think it is, May 25th, World Tarot Day. I'm going to celebrate big time. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll throw a party. Okay, so let's see. Jupiter's in your 9th house the whole month, so foreign trips with this romantic partner, once Mercury is direct after the 3rd, would be really beneficial for Aquarius. And try seeing someplace you've never seen. The element of the 9th house is foreign, it's not familiar. Okay, so I'm shuffling the Cosmic Tarot by Norbert Loesch. I haven't used this tarot deck in any of my YouTube readings until now. I just get drawn to certain decks at different times, but I love the back of the cards. How brilliant. Isn't that great? I'm in love with the illustrations. I could spend all day looking at these cards. I know I'm in the right profession because I love, love, love what I do. So let me draw the cards, and while I'm doing so, tell you that if you want to book with me, I read all through the week. This is my sole profession, like I said, so you can do so at audreyalison.com. And also, if you're interested, if you're curious about how I shuffle, how I clear my decks, how I use the tarot, you can sign up for my Go at Your Own Pace Tarot online course. The link is in the Show More section, expanded down below. And for the cost of a 30-minute tarot reading, you could have me for 3 weeks. Not a bad bargain. It's an interactive lesson, 7 lessons that are sent every 3 days over the span of 21 days. And I'm having so much fun with it. The students in the course are just so open to learning. So if you're interested, check out the link and read what the course is about. And sign up. It's a lot of fun. I love doing it. I'm actually working on my next course. Okay, so Aquarius, here are your cards for the month of May. Ooh, Ace of Wands. This is some action. This, gosh, if I get the Empress in here too, this could be fertility. The Ace of Wands is kind of a card of March 20th. It's fire energy. It's the initiating action. It's Mars. It's Mars in Gemini. 5th house, pregnancy. Let's see what happens. 2 of Wands. Interesting. 1 to 2. Takes 2 to tango. Aquarius, you're having a lot of sex, is what I think. A lot of physicality, a lot of action is occurring. The 2 of Wands could be the 2 lovers intertwined. Could be 2 lovers that are lost in one another. It could be the attraction of creative endeavors. Entrepreneurial energy is also the Ace of Wands. Some of you could be partnering up with a creative partner with the 2 of Wands. Let's see what else. Wow, hi Wands. This dude, he's shown up in all 3 readings I've done so far. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is an entrepreneur. This is a creative guy. He's independent. He's right under the major arcana of the Emperor would be the fiery King of Wands when it comes to leadership and control. Some of you, gosh, all this fire for Aquarius. Some of you have this guy as a boss. And look at this. Hi, Wands. 6 of Wands. Now, I've been shuffling the whole reading, so this is just what's up. There's a lot of action with you. And the 5th house is really what I feel. This is a card of excelling and succeeding and usurping the competition. He's left with the 1 wand in his hand and the rest of them on the ground. Like he's the victor. It's a victory card. Not as massive as the Chariot, but the victory of maybe a small goal, a creative goal. He's wearing Jupiter on his toga. Is that a toga? Half toga? What's going on here? Is he in a ballet outfit? Those are ballet slippers. I don't know what's happening. There's a lion with a crown on. It represents the Leo energy in this card, but Jupiter is in the sign of Libra. So some of you have either beat the competition of either a Libra or a Leo, or maybe you are having to win out competitors of some sort. But look at all of this fire. It starts with the individual, and then you team up, whether this is sex for the 5th house of procreation or the 5th house of creativity and creation. And then you need this guy in the mix, because this is probably symbolizing an element or an aspect, an energy of you, or an energy of the other person that you're romantically involved with. Now, it doesn't have to be a guy. I'm calling it the male because it's the king. For those of you men out there who are dating women, if you're straight, it could be that this energy is, that person holds that kind of energy, even if they're not exactly male. And then the 6 of Wands, it's like you've got this guy, and then you beat out the competition, something to that effect. And these are the only cards that were dropped. The last pile was 1 card, so that's the one I use. For all of this fire, it is a time of action, Aquarius, and I have no doubt that you're making it happen. The new moon, the sun, and Mars in the fifth house from the 20th forward is where you should really focus your energy. Wherever the sun goes, that's where the life force is. And that is the God. Sun is the son of God. It all applies. So focus your life energy in the fifth house of children, the connection with your own children. Maybe the pursuit of creative endeavors is really empowering this month. I'm wishing you the best of May. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.